Hi, I'm Tanis and welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tanis Bolton. I'm an ultra runner from Paris, Ontario. So this week we're going to go over a traditional vlog over what I did last week for training. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually training for two main races right now. I'll be going in the middle of June to Alberta, to Minotaur, which is a 33K race, but it's straight uphill, so I'm treating that one as if it's an ultra marathon. After that, I'll be headed out to BC for the Squamish 50K. Also happens to be the Canadian Championships. Now let's go back to this week. Monday, I took the day off, recovering from the previous week of 90 kilometers with 1,500 meters of vert. Tuesday was an easy 8-kilometer run. I decided to not to do any speed work this week because it's going to be such a high volume week in terms of elevation. Now into Tuesday night, another uphill treadmill at 12% grade for half an hour. Now Wednesday was a hill repeat day on the trails. Let's check that out. All right, so we're back out at the snake that bit me. Snake Road, that is. This is where I rolled my ankle. This is literally within steps of my car, which I guess was a good thing. This is where I sat down and cried. Oh, yep. That is probably what I rolled it on. Well, at least there was a good reason to roll it. Like I bumped over this and then stepped on that. All right, so trauma resolved. So we're going out to Rat Jaw today. It's gonna be a big elevation training week. I want to get 2,900 meters over 2 days this weekend if I can, or as close to that. So I'll probably end up this week between 3,000 and 4,000. I'm not going to force it, so I just see how I feel at Blue Mountain. If I want to do a Sunday run up that hill or somewhere flat. Basically, today we're going to make an easier Rat Jaw loop. So I'm going to go up the steep section and down the other section. That also will make that loop longer. Oh, it's a kilometer to get down from it and only 200 meters up it. Hi, squirrel. Look at the chippy. Yeah, I'm packing it light today. No pack. Okay, so let's go. It's the first time I've seen this not crazy muddy. Like this is solid, not slipping. Much appreciated. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I actually don't know if I've ever seen this section not muddy. Been out here a lot. So Tina, there you go. Come on out here. It's dry. All right, we're back out on Rat Jaw today. So I haven't been out here for just under a month and it's exploded. There's just vegetation everywhere, beautiful green. You actually can't really even see the top of it because it's so green. But yeah, we're here. So I'm doing the steep ascent today, but not the steep descent so that my legs don't get as sore. I did do uphill treadmill last night, so we'll see how many I want to do. I'll leave that open somewhere between 5 and 10. I'm getting a little bit better at this. It's working. It's still hard. All right, and that's Rat Jaw. So hot out. We're gonna go check out the waterfall. back to the car. Yeah, made it back to the car without dinking the ankle. Success. We're at almost 600 meters of vert for today, and I did 420 yesterday, so we're at over 1,000, so that's pretty great. We're gonna head home. Into Thursday was an easy 5K. Now for Friday, I moved up my long run a day instead of Saturday and ran for 4.5 hours on this awesome Flesherton loop. And now we're into a training camp weekend. So I'm out at Hogs Falls today, or Flesherton, Ontario. We're hitting the Bruce Trail. This section is actually like a perfect 30K loop, being able to stay on the Bruce Trail the whole time. It like winds a certain way. Now this trail is pretty awesome because it features a lot of elevation and it loops on pretty much exclusively trails the whole time without having many road crossings. Beautiful lush green forest, so nice. Trilliums are right along the trail, so nice. This trail is littered with mini waterfalls. You're not going too far without having the sound of falling water, hence the nickname Falling Waters section. I'm going to be going up there. So those two pillars, that's going to be like the trail going up to there. But first a detour to add some hills. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize last time that I could see it from here. Well, I didn't know I was going there, I guess. Cool. For this run, I trialed filtering water instead of carrying my whole amount. So I used my water filter here and also tablets to make sure that I would filter out any other bacteria that are in the area. Nice little waterfall. So we just came off a Graham side hill. The side road is a side trail of two big giant hills. It's been getting progressively more wet in here, so I am taking my time and not really rushing it, working on my power hiking legs, which I'm gonna need. And yeah, it's just nice. I thought it was gonna be really hot, but with the rain, it's awesome, so. We're into Beaver Valley now. So this is a ski resort in the winter, very private, so much that the Bruce Trail in the winter you're not allowed on it in this section because it's so private. So if you look, let's go look. So there's the ski run. See? Closed during ski run. And then at this point, I got a little lost. No, this is right. That's pretty cool. It's too bad we don't go up there. That looks fun. Man, the road racer in me would cringe at that.
After bushwhacking down the ski hill, I was back on route. Another highlight of this trail is the constant lookouts that you get as you run along the escarpment edge.
And we just climbed up a big ass hill to see these. Look at that. Wow. I love this. So cool. Woo.
These massive pillars are actually called penstocks, and they help carry the water from Lake Eugenia down to the generating plant below. These are some of the iconic features in the area of Flesherton, which once provided electricity for all of Eugenia and Flesherton, and eventually included Owen Sound and Collingwood as well.
Ontario Power Generation owns these pillars. We're at Eugenia Falls, on our way back to Hogs Falls. I think we got about 7 kilometers to go. It's gonna be a long run today, boys and girls. But I gotta get running instead of walking, or it's gonna make it longer.
Now into Eugenia Falls, a brilliant 30-meter tall waterfall.
Eugenia Falls. He ain't right, he ain't bumping like I'm bumping, he ain't saying nothing, he ain't fresh as I. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Cool.
Now the last hour of this run, it was a drag, but I got through it. From there, we headed to Blue Mountain Village in Collingwood for snacks and some rest. On to Saturday with a big focus on elevation to reach 1,300 meters for that day, which was just under 3 hours.
We're out Blue Mountain now. So here's the village. We're gonna run over to the steepest part of the hill start. Go up the ski hill. Hill repeat number 2. So we came over to 1940, which is a trail that goes straight up the mountain. It's pretty steep, as you'll see. So this is kind of my idea. Last year I came here to do this for Minotaur. This one is way harder than Apple will Lookout because it's so steep, but Apple today is in the dead sun, and I'm already hot. So I'm gonna see if I can do this at least twice. Because now we're gonna be 3 summits. Yeah, let's go. All right, here we are up the steep part. We're at 530 meters of vert in an hour 7. Pretty good. Wow. Meters at an hour 51. We're on the last rep today. 7 summits up Blue Mountain. We're gonna be at 1,300 meters of vert, over about 17K, 2 hours 40 of running. Woo! Day off tomorrow, baby. After this, we're off to the Scandinavian spa. Let's go. Finish this up.
All right, so we're back in the hotel now. I just did 1,300 meters of vert in under 3 hours. I'm wrecked. And the sun roasted my face. It already looks red. That is not good. Sunscreen for me. And of course, treats post-run are a must. Sunday was on to 2 more summits, totaling 390 meters of vert for that day, just under an hour, bringing the total of the week to 4,000 meters of elevation, over 12 hours of running. That actually was pretty backlogged, which is what I intended, being 3,000 meters over just the weekend itself.
Big old hill. We almost did.
And another treat for a Sunday before we headed home. Now that marks 4 weeks out from Minotaur being one of my peak weeks. This current week, I'll be racing as a rust buster, just a 20-kilometer trail race, but that would be a great aerobic stimulus to help get some speed into my legs. And after that, I'll have another hard week of training before starting to taper down into race week. So after that big week of training, I actually felt decent and I was really happy about that because I expected to have a lot of DOMs or maybe quad soreness or calf soreness. I actually recovered really well, so I'm really happy about that. That means my workouts going into that big week have prepped me for that week, and that's exactly what my goal was. in my training build. Now I feel more confident about hitting those elevation, although I will be hitting that same elevation in a much shorter span. So over 56 kilometers, I hit 3,000 meters for the week, whereas in Minotaur, I'll be hitting that same elevation over only 33 kilometers. So definitely a stark difference, but that's as close as I can get it around here. So we're only a few weeks out from race day, far along as I do the last few big weeks of training and into my taper, as well as visiting the Grand Canyon in a few short weeks. As always, like and subscribe for more.